Hello guys, it's Fishlord here, and today I am here to give you all a little how-to video on how to create like a Pokemon background for your YouTube videos where you want to say have a Pokemon Nuzlocke, but you want to have the layout where you show all the Pokemon that are on your team and just have something else besides the video in your video. This is what I'm going to be showing you, kind of along the lines of this thing right here. This is what I currently use for my Pokemon Black randomized Nuzlocke. You know, it has two screens for the actual gameplay, and then it has the little slot area for the party members. And then over here, typically I add in the badges. That's gonna come in a little bit, but anyways, let's just jump straight into how to do it. So you will need a program called Gimp. I use Gimp because it's a free program. People donate to them, and then Gimp is able to give it to other people. So Gimp's a very useful program, and as you can see, this is the actual layout that I use for the Pokemon Black. You know, it has to have the two transparent little screens, as you can see right now. Those have to be transparent because when you're editing, you're going to be putting your actual video files behind the actual image, so it will show through, and the image will still be on top. So it has to be transparent. That is a key part of it. But anyways, so once you download Gimp, go download it right now. If you didn't download it, do it now, and you can just pause the video and go do it. But once you have it finished downloading, open it up and click New. And then you're going to want the width to be 1920 by 1080p, because that is going to be the 1080p resolution that most people like to watch their videos at. So you're going to want to have the overall thing be the proportions that would be HD quality. So you would click OK for that, and then you're going to be opened with a blank canvas. And now right now, as you can see, if I click the eraser tool right now, it's not going to have that little transparent look to it, because right now there is no alpha layer, and what the alpha layer really is it just allows for things to be erased and completely erased, so there's nothing in that area. It's completely transparent. So in order to do that, you're gonna have to open up your little layers window. There's two ways of doing that. First, you can go to Windows and then go to Dialogues and then hit Layers, or you can just simply hit Control L, which opens up a little bit of a window, which is what which I like to use a lot because it's just a little quicker to work around with things. And over here on my left, I have something called a toolbox. This is where all your tools are. And open this up. In order to open this up, you will also have to go to Toolbox, or you could go straight to Windows and then Toolbox, or you could just hit Control B. But those are two things which you're going to want to have open for the most part. So now, what you're going to do is you're going to want to add I would add a new layer first. You could name it Image. It doesn't really matter what you name it. I just like to give it some names sometimes so that other people know what it is. And right now it says Layer Fill Type, and it says Transparency. It's nice to have that on, because now if you get rid of your background right now, I'm just going to hide it. This is completely transparent. So you could put the background on top and add an alpha, or right now you could simply just do whatever. But now if you want to have a actual Pokemon image in your for your layout, you will need to go get the image and then just put it in. I don't like using the images because of copyright problems and everything else that goes on with the images, so I just like to use a simple gradient. So you're going to want to have in the toolbox, there are these two little colors that I'm flipping around right now. You're going to want to have, say right now, if I'm doing one for Pokemon Platinum, I don't know, I could go and have, like, say a semi-darkish color, and then I'm going to swap with the little arrow, the double arrow key that's pointing to both of the boxes. You're going to want to press that, and then the next one you're going to want to pick another color. And since it's Pokemon Pearl, say I want it to be more of like a darkish purplish color. So now after that's done, you're going to want to go click the gradient button, which is the little button right here, and then just click and drag all the way through, and you see how that kind of gives it a little thing. Now there are ways to kind of change the way that the gradient tool looks, as you can see down here. These are all different different gradient tools, and they all give a different appearance. So say I want to have a radial one. I kind of like this. I don't like the color I selected here. So say, okay, I might want it to be a little bit darker now, just because I don't like the colors that I selected. That, in my opinion, looks a lot better now. So now, okay, say I like that gradient. I can now, I'm going to now want to press the rectangle select tool. And then I am going to want to, now, it depends also, this part right now, it depends. If you're doing a Nuzlocke or whatever on a Game Boy Advance game or something like that, which only has one screen, just note that what I'm doing right now, instead of doing 2 of the boxes that I'm about to do, you will only have to do 1. Since since this is gonna be Pokemon Pearl or Platinum or whatever, this is gonna be a DS game, so it's gonna have 2 screens. So I'm gonna want to have 2 boxes for that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna click for the mode. What was it? No, wait. I'm gonna click. Never mind. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to, wherever I feel like it's gonna be best to have the actual box start. Typically, you don't want it too high up. I made that mistake on the current layout for the Pokemon Black. In my opinion, it's a little bit too high up. So you want to kind of have it where there's still a little bit of room on the top, and you're just gonna simply click out and drag like this. So now, okay, but you do want to leave some room on the bottom. Say this is what I like to do. I like to leave a little bit of room on the bottom, so then I can put my Pokemon in my team down below. So I did that now. Okay, that looks great. You're gonna want to click inside this box now. You're gonna click in it, and it's gonna make a little bit of a selection right there. Then you can go get the eraser tool, and if you press the bracket keys, or you could press the little size part right here, you're gonna want to raise that up and just literally erase everything in here. So now, as you can see, that's now white because the layer that we have below it is a background. But now we can't do anything to the background right now. Wait, what? Oh, that's because we have right now our foreground is the black, so that's why it's covering black, because there is no alpha channel to this thing. So we're going to want to right click on the layers that is your original picture, and you're going to want to click the add alpha channel. So once you do that now, instead of myself getting the black color like I just did, I'm going to get this little transparent one. And now this is the first screen, really. That's going to be your first screen. Now for me, just now, when I clicked and dragged and made the rectangle, I didn't measure out the proportions. If you're recording something at a certain proportion, you want to have it at a very similar proportion as what you're recording it as, so then there's not any obscurities and everything else. But right now, I'm not recording anything, so it doesn't matter. But say your recording is 512 by 780, I don't know. You're going to want to make that box at the same dimensions as it is, and you can tell when you're clicking and dragging and make a new box, as I'm going to do for now the second screen. When you click and drag down at the bottom, it's going to say rectangle 410 by 211 right now, because that's how many pixels are selected. As I increase it or decrease it, it tells you how many pixels are selected, which is what you want. You want it to be at the same amount of pixels as you record at. So say right now I like it kind of right here, and I do this. You can simply also move the wait, never mind. Don't try to move the selection, because apparently I don't know anything. But now, okay, so I'm going to erase I'm going to do the exact same thing as I did before, but now I'm having the problems again. So click and drag, going to do this, click inside, and then you're going to do, and now it's not working. Why you know what? Oh, that's because, yeah, you have to be careful the fact that right now I'm in background. I'm in the bottom image, and the bottom image doesn't appear when there's an image on top of it. Like right now, it was erasing it, but I didn't realize it was erasing it because it didn't pertain to the bottom picture. The bottom picture was being covered over by the top image, so you need to make sure that both of them are erased. So now, okay, I have all the screens now. This looks, so far, it's coming along really well. So now, in this area right here, I typically like to add my little badges. So for now, let's just say we're gonna get the bucket tool and just color it in purple. Why you're not doing that? There we go. Or black, I mean, not purple. So now we have that selected. And now, if you want to have the layout like I do in my Pokemon Black series, what you're gonna need to do is create a new layer again, and then you're gonna go to the pencil tool and have the size kind of a lot smaller than what you have it right now, because this is going to be kind of a little bit smaller. So right now, I'm going to say want to have 6 of the Pokemon members. So I'm going to just create a little bit of a shape right now. Wait, this is really hard to see. I'm sorry. Let's do something like, say, yellow, just to make it more visible. But so now I'm going to start over here. I'm going to go up, like, say, right here, because you want to have as little negative space as possible. And what I mean by negative space is space that's unused. Like, it doesn't really... a lot of the viewers look at that empty space and they're just like, why is that there? So you don't want to have a lot of negative space. Like right now, most of the space is being occupied by something. So you're going to want to have, say, like the yellow here, make just a little bit of a shape that's big enough where you can have 6 of them, but it's not small enough where you have so many of them. And now, since this is in a new layer now, I can hit Control A, which highlights everything in that layer, and then Control V. Wait, no. Sorry. Control C, and then Control V. And now that literally just copied and pasted a different version of this. So you can literally just do the same thing over again, but you are going to have to click down, because once you click, it anchors it, and it like basically confirms the fact that that's where you want it. So then you can just simply keep on pasting it over and over again. Yep. No, sorry. I did that one wrong. Control V. And just keep on moving it across like this. And then, eventually, as you go along, you can actually, you can insert the Pokemon. I would recommend doing it into a new layer in Gimp. Like, have your own little layer of, have a new layer literally named, wait, create a new layer. I would name it Sprites, because the images of the Pokemon are actually called sprites, and then you can literally just put the images of the Pokemon that you want in that little area. You can rescale it using the rescaling tool, which is right here, and then you can go along and do whatever the heck you want to do. And anyways, I hope that this tutorial was very helpful for you. If it was, please hit the like button down below, and I hope that you all enjoyed, and have a great day.